pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I know, I just was looking at that too.
I said that 100 times.
Morning. I forgot my glasses. This is going to be good. Oh, man. Good morning. Welcome to the Umatilla County Board of Commissioner meeting. It's an administrative meeting. Today is July 22nd already. This meeting is a public forum with a call-in option provided. The meeting is being video and audio recorded with minutes taken, and meetings are also live streamed. If you wish to speak to the board, please come to the podium, say your name and address for the record, and please keep your comments under 3 minutes. So welcome. Business items. I guess we'll go straight to business items. Sanitary disposal rate increase.
This matter is coming back before the board. About a month ago, you heard a request from Sanitary Disposal. They were requesting a 30% rate increase. You took some evidence and decided to table this till you get some further financial information. You were able to meet with the franchisee and obtain some of that information, and so now it's back before the board for further discussion and potential decision.
Thank you. Are there any comments or questions?
Make a motion to approve a 15, do we need to make two separate ones?
It all depends on if you want to propose two different increases, two different rates.
I wasn't going to, but it was two different franchises, so
They're normally one.
in one. Yeah. I would make a motion to approve a 15% increase to sanitary disposal for their waste transfer station, and also a 15% increase for the incorporated franchise pickup. I'll second that.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
One thing I do want to say is I appreciate Kevin and Mike coming in and talking to us the other day. I find it interesting that even with a 15% increase, there's still, of all the franchises in Oregon, or in Umatilla County, they're still the lowest. I think 15% is a reasonable balance.
Okay, so it's all right. I will say something. Can't take it. Well, when I went and asked about some financial information yesterday, I got a laugh and a head shake, and I never did get any information. And I just in my book, no is no. And I looked over the information that they gave us, and I've talked to them about it. I just hate 15% on people that are having a tough go right now. I really, really do. And I realize, they've got to be making money just because the way that they're doing their Hermiston franchise, that's their business model all across the U.S. And believe me, they're making really, really good money. So anyway, that's the only, I appreciate both of your insights and meeting with them. So thank you. All right, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I opposed, that's me, nay. Thank you. Motion passes. Burn ban.
In June, the board adopted its normal burn ban effective July 1, and At that time, you also implemented an agricultural burn ban as well. And so at this point, there is no burning allowed in the county and within the jurisdiction of the county. And at least one phone call requesting to address a grass seed farmer's desire to burn a field. And so it's before the board to discuss whether you want to allow grass seed field burning.
I have a question on this. We talked about burning seed yesterday. Does it have to be burned off at a certain, before, right after harvest, and then does it need to be burned off right away? Is there a timeline there, or how does that work?
It does. It's like all agriculture. But yeah, there is it needs to be done. Exactly.
Oh, there's one, okay.
And the other thing is that we actually address this in our ordinance a little bit, but not. I guess I've always assumed that it was an exception, and because we do call out, it's not a fire hazard, it's a smoke hazard. And so what it does, our ordinance we have on the books now, correct me if I'm wrong, has a carve out for Umatilla County Fair those days, and also the Pennell Roundup.
Both there's two different ordinances, smoke management and the burning ordinance. And with the smoke management as well as the other one, there are exceptions for days that are no burn days. And whichever is counted.
And so we're not messing with the smoke.
I think if you're going to make an exception, make it clear that they still have to comply with any other requirements in the ordinance, which would be burning on a burn day. Yes, they still have to comply with all of those requirements. It just wouldn't be, it'd be a burn day in order for them.
Okay. Any more discussion?
I'm going to try and do this. And help me out, please. I move that we
That is like the
address.
burn ban, that you would allow grass field farmers to burn. Do so within the other restrictions, requirements of the burn and smoke management ordinances.
Second.
Okay, that was moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed.
We'd still be working on that tomorrow morning if I did it.
Public Works purchase. Fellows.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tom Fellows, Public Works Director. So what we have before the board today is proposing authorization for us to purchase a new rock crusher. Our current units are extremely old, and we're finding that they're rather problematic from time to time. Our rock crusher dates back to the early 70s. In fact, we've had to manufacture parts to keep that going. All of our switches are outdated. We're to the point where we're looking around to find people that have actually scrapped old stuff, and we're trying to keep our switch van and stuff going with those types of purchases. So it's just time for us to update and get into a little newer equipment. We've actually been looking at this for some time now. We've settled on the Kleeman crusher, which is a Virgin product, and it's also a source oil for purchasing. So the cost of these units, it will be 3 units. It'll be a jaw, a cone, and a screen plant. Is $2,301,100. That's what we're looking at.
just want to say I appreciate you being so frugal. That's all I gotta say.
I knew that was gonna be.
Actually, Tom and I had this discussion over a year ago. Actually, about maybe. He has looked at several different setups very similar to this throughout the Northwest, really. And when he brought this one to me, I think way back when I talked to Pat, I think that was going to be the best available unit out there. And, I think having a local supplier, knowing that they have a parts and supply chain that's going to be able to adequately keep these up and running, and a training program to get everything up and running. I'd like to make a motion to authorize the purchase of a portable rock crusher from Payable Machinery in the amount of $2,301,140.
I'll second that, but I don't think things that were manufactured in the 70s are that old, I'm just saying.
All right. It's been moved and seconded. Is there any more comments? Okay, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Thank you, Commissioners.
You do?
No, I'm gonna let Doug take it, but I can answer a few questions
Yeah,
on
he
it.
really knows more about this. But this is before the board because of the dollar amount. It is to purchase a drone for the weed control department. It's a good brand. Ag Services is the, and it's for $13,990. Technically approved the purchase.
Yeah.
Well, you approved the original RFP and the award for that, for the 2 drones. And that was back about a year and a half ago. And that, because of issues in manufacturing, they were no longer able to get purchase to one. And so this is to replace the larger of the 2 drones. This is for the actual spraying.
That's correct.
Thanks to Tom for all that background.
So this is the T50?
Yes, this is the T50. The T25s are no longer available. They just, through the process, by the time the board got, and the weed department got authorization on this, the T25s became unavailable. And so now we're to the point where, and they don't even know if they're gonna come back as being available. So, we were to the point of, we either had to start the whole process over or just go to the larger unit, the T50. T50s are very available. But obviously it's a little more money. What brought a little of the cost down on it was the fact we already had the batteries for the T25s. And they won't interchange with each other. The company that we're dealing with was more than willing to credit us back for the batteries, which that offsets some of the cost difference. So instead of being like a $15,000 increase, it brought the cost down and kind of leveled some of that out. So that's where we're at. We just had to go to the next step.
Well, there was some concern, and I don't know if you're going to know the answer to this, and if you don't, and I'm way okay with that, but there was some concern about DJI operating software in the U.S. Did they get that squared away and resolved?
They don't know that.
That doesn't surprise me.
What I will tell you is I have had conversations with a ski patrol associate of mine that actually worked for the FAA on licensing of drones and all this. And his comment to me was on this type of technology, we really don't have a lot of concerns. When they start talking about our military applications and things, yes, those are those may be some concerns, but he flies DJIs.
Well, there's a reason everybody and their uncle has them.
They are and his comment to me was, it's the best product out there, period. So, but to specifically answer your question, I can't answer that.
And that doesn't surprise me at all. But that was very helpful, which they gave me, so. Thank you.
Did you already get it?
No, I don't believe he has gotten it yet. I don't think it's here yet.
Is there any more comments? Second and all in favor, say aye.
He was next time.
No, we wanted to see you.
Thank you,
No.
Commissioners.
50's a big piece. That'll a lot of product.
I spend money, what can I say?
We know.
Okay.
I'm frugal.
You're frugal, that's right.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, anything for the good of the order? Dan, I thought you had something.
Well, I'd like to congratulate the Blue Mountain Junior Little League girls on making it to the championship down in Arizona. And congratulate the Hermiston 12-year-old girls for beating Montana last night and moving on. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
I don't.
Okay, meeting adjourned.